everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue. I'm currently out on one of my morning walks. I am in the Woodlands where I grew up. Sorry, I'm not a feral child that grew up in the woods. What I mean is the woodlands that are just off the village where I grew up. These are the woods that me and my brother would come and ride our bikes, we'd come and play with our friends, climb trees. Oh my goodness, there's 3 female deer just run past me. Oh my word, that was absolutely beautiful. Oh, I can see why they're running off now. There's some dogs coming. Oh, that was absolutely amazing. Wow, what a great start to the podcast. I normally come in these woods and just sort of see squirrels and a few rabbits or something, but that was lovely. There were 3 adult female deer. I think I can still see them actually. But there was a Labrador and 2 spaniels coming along, and I think they must have got smell of them because they ran off. The dog walker didn't actually realise that the deer were there, but thankfully they were all on a lead. There's signs all over our woodland because it's looked after by the National Trust, just sort of reminding dog walkers to keep them on the lead because of the deer. They do come onto the path here, and there's been incidents where deer have been attacked and stuff like that, which isn't what you want when it's a nice sort of protected woodland area. So what an amazing treat. I was just saying, coming for a woodland walk here where I grew up, and I just love it because you get things like that. You get to see wildlife, you get to sort of just chill, and that dog walker is the first person that I've seen since I left, so it's just peaceful and absolutely wonderful. It's the best way to start the day, if you ask me. A bit of fresh air and exercise. Sadly, I can't actually run. Because I tried a few years ago and I was doing it for a few months, and I got pretty good. I was going for like 30-minute jogs in the morning and then going to work, and it was really good. I absolutely loved it and I got so fit. But after a while I got pains in my leg and I went to see the doctor, and they sent me to a specialist who confirmed it was giving me shin splints. And the physio I saw said basically they could give me exercises to do and give me stretches to do, but at the end of the day I would probably end up not being able to walk in later life. So it was one of those conscious decisions of, do I continue this with the risk of it, because it wasn't guaranteed, it's not 100% guaranteed, but for me it wasn't worth the risk. I don't drive. Walking is something I do every single day and I enjoy, so yeah. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer for most people really, but it was just a shame because I was really enjoying it. But I get the same satisfaction and exercise in walking, so it's an exercise I enjoy doing. And when you find that exercise that you can do and you can sustain and you don't feel like you want to die halfway through it, I think it's the one thing you should keep up. I'm the same with dance. Absolutely can go hours on end in dance classes. I love it. I did a 6-hour dance-a-thon for Sports Relief back in 2015. I know the date because I found out like a week later I was pregnant, and I would have been pregnant when I did that dance-a-thon, and it was 6 hours non-stop dance. The only time I stopped was because I needed a wee, and I took the opportunity during Gangnam Style because I cannot stand that song. Dance, walking, my things. And I always feel it's the best time of day to do it is before you've woken up properly. So set all your stuff up before you go to sleep. Put your running stuff on, put your walking stuff out. Just put it on while you're still sleepy. Grab a drink. Have a bite to eat quickly, like a cereal bar or something that you can have on the go, and just go and do it. Because before you've sort of woken up properly, you've already done half an hour run, jog, cycle, whatever. And by the time you're at work and you've had your shower and everything, you're like, God, I did some great exercise today. I did that, and you feel really great, rather than going to work and thinking, oh, do I really want to go to the gym tonight? No, I really do need to. And having that looming over you all day. So do it first thing in the morning and just get it out of the way, because honestly, it does make you feel 100 times more better. There's my English there. And if you saw my Instagram or my Twitter last night, you'd see that I didn't sleep very well last night. I had insomnia and was up again till about 3. Strangely, I do not feel exhausted today. So I must have slept really well when I did finally get to sleep. But yeah, I'm full of stresses of life and money worries and single parent worries and PTSD-ness, to make up a word. And so I really just needed some sort of release this morning before I go to a meeting with my outreach worker, because I think that's going to be quite a tough one, because I'm sort of finally at a place where I can talk about everything that's going on in my head, and it's going to be hard. They always are, but any sort of therapy is good, and no matter how crappy it can make you feel or how scary it is to actually talk about everything that is sort of deep within you, at the end of the day, once it's out there and once you've done it and once you've got that help that you need, it really changes your life forever. So if you are umming and ahhing about having therapy, please just go and do it. I mean, what have you got to lose? Just go to one session, go to 2 sessions, just make the most of it. The other sad thing about having a mental health issue like PTSD is I've been really excited about Christmas this year. I don't know why. I never get excited in November. I will never do anything before December ever. And the Christmas tree is up, which you've probably seen from my Instagram. And yeah, we've been to Christmas fairs. We've been lots of little different Christmas events that are going on. We've been planning Christmas Day and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know what is going on, but I'm getting so excited for Christmas this year. And unfortunately, with all these sort of stress money worries that I've got going on at the moment, it's just really tainting that, and it's putting me back into that sort of Scroogey way of thinking, because it sort of makes you think Christmas is so expensive. And I think for me, every year, that's what makes me get put off Christmas, is how expensive it all gets eventually. And I personally, I will always start Christmas shopping around June, because Baby Blue's birthday is the beginning of December, and it's just sensible to do that. So I pick up little knickknacks and things for everyone. But now I'm about to get really dripped on. The wind is blowing in the trees, and it's blowing all the water off the top of it. So you might hear my feet squelching as well, because I've just come off the beaten track, as they say, and it is so waterlogged right now, and I'm all squelchy. I don't know if this was a good idea or not, but but yeah, so it's one of those things, that this constant reminder of how expensive Christmas can get. And Baby Blue's seeing all these adverts on TV for different toys, and I'm thinking, I can't afford that. So a lot of the time there are people who are saying to me, what does she want for her birthday? What does she want for Christmas? And I'm just saying stuff that she's asking for, these toys, because at the moment it's the Black Friday sale, so everything's actually quite cheap right now. So it's a good time to sort of tell people to get stuff. For example, I was looking at a marble run for her, and they're not very expensive in the sale, but usually they're like £20 odd, £30 odd. And if I just wanted to get a basic one for like a £5, it was really, really, I don't think she'd have got much enjoyment out of it. So I was starting to think, well, there's not much point, because I can't afford one of the really fancy ones that she would absolutely love. So, but when my friend sort of said to me, is there anything she needs or wants? I was like, actually, we've been looking at marble runs, and I know she'd really love it. I went, they've got them on the Black Friday sale. Go to this website, go to that website. And she came away and she showed me a picture of it yesterday. And she's got her a bigger one than I'd even seen on the websites I was looking on. She's got it in the sale, so it's just fantastic. And now I can get excited again, because I know that she's at least going to get one of the things she's asked for on her birthday list, because I can't afford them all. Like, she wants this elephant. It's like this elephant that can suck up peanuts and throw them. It's just a very basic toy. But when I looked it up, it was £70 everywhere. Like, literally, nowhere had it on sale. It must be a brand new toy. But holy cow, £70 for a toy elephant. I mean, it's just madness. So it's just, yeah, it makes you, I think the expense of Christmas, the expense of the world at the moment actually, and our economy is just putting it takes away the magic of Christmas, because the magic of Christmas is all about giving. And when you can't give, it's just almost soul destroying in a way, isn't it? But she has got things. I've got her a bike for her birthday. It's a second-hand bike that my friend was selling actually. They just texted me back in the summer saying, would Baby Blue like this? I'm selling it. It's a tenner and it's yours. So it's like, of course, it's got Disney princesses on it. And then the other day she said, Mummy, can I have a bike with Disney princesses on it? Yeah, you can, because I've already got it. So really happy with that. I've just got to find her some stabilisers so she can learn to ride it properly. And so I feel sort of like a proper parent, because I've got her sort of like a proper present, and she's not going to worry that it's not brand new or that it's been ridden before. And in my eyes, with everything, with sustainability and everything, I'd much rather do it that way round, because otherwise that bike's just going to sit in someone's shed and rust, whereas Baby Blue can get some good use out of it. So yeah, so she has a bike coming, which is great. Although I did find out that her dad has bought her a camera, which is wonderful, because I think she'll absolutely love it. But there's a few issues with him and money, and I just don't know how he has afforded to buy her a camera when he claims he can't afford to help us out. So it's one of those little things. I won't get into it because that's not what I'm about. But as you can see, one of my stresses at the moment. But no, this walk has definitely done it, although I probably shouldn't have done the squelchy route that I just did. I've just done a bit of a circle, and yeah, it was so squelchy and waterlogged. I've now got wet feet, so that's not going to be fun. But no, if you do go out for a morning walk or jog or anything that's on your own, always be safe, please. Make sure somebody knows that you're going. Make sure you stick to the paths. Make sure you always have your phone with you or a way to contact people. Even if you turn it off, so you're not contactable, at least if something happens, you can contact them. It's always a good idea to have something that makes a noise. I know it sounds silly, like a phone or something. So if you can't speak or whatever for any reason, you can make a noise, like blow a whistle or something like that. Take some water with you, especially in the summer, and take some snacks. Always good. Sadly, there's a few more dog walkers out now, so I don't think I'm going to see any more lovely wildlife. They're sort of coming fast and furious now. Must be because it's getting to 10 o'clock and everyone's waking up. But I am back on the nice path now, so although saying that, I've just walked through a puddle. So yeah, no more mud, that's the main thing. But yeah, if you are walking alone, please be safe. And just think about what the weather's like. Take a brolly, take something warm if it's cold. You can get hand warmers and things like that. Dress appropriately, and yeah, always take water no matter what the weather. Always take water, or a nice little flask with some tea or coffee in it. That's always a good one. I do that when it snows. I make a batch of mulled wine, and me and my friend tend to go for a nice walk in the snow, and then we find a little bench somewhere, pop our picnic blanket on it so we don't get wet bottom, and get some cups of mulled wine going. It's really lovely, because it keeps it nice and warm, and there you are in the nice crisp snow in the middle of nowhere, and on this lovely walk with a lovely view of just snow, and it's perfect. I really recommend it. But if you don't drink, you can get non-alcoholic mulled wine, but this time of year, I haven't seen it yet, and I'm really looking forward to it. Ribena do a hot spiced drink, a hot spiced Ribena, and it is gorgeous. I cannot wait. I was absolutely addicted to it when I was pregnant, and I've bought it every year since. But it's one of those things that if you've got a small Sainsbury's or a small Tesco's near you, it won't be in it. You have to go to one of the bigger ones, or you just have to find that one shop that does it. So I pretty much send my whole family on a mission over Christmas to find it, and if they do find it, just buy me a bottle when they're there, and I'll give them the money. So then I'm stocked up until about February. It's amazing.